taking chances. Let's talk all about it when I come back. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you for joining me. I hope you love my channel. If you do, please click subscribe. Click the little bell icon if you want notifications when I post a video. And feel free to give me some love if you like this video. So today, taking chances. Super scary, right? Because taking chances equals being vulnerable and open for people's perceptions. Here we go. So, in the last year, there have been 2 times I have taken chances and been scared out of my mind. The 2, creating my YouTube channel and opening my private practice. There was a lot that went into it. But you know what I was scared of? It wasn't learning the technology. It wasn't the financial piece of opening my own business. It wasn't even worried about failing or if it could fail or if people didn't like my YouTube videos. It wasn't any of that. It wasn't about finding the time to create videos. It wasn't about money. None of that. You want to know what it was? What people would think of me. What people would think of me. That's it. What people would think of me. That's it. And you know what, friends? I'm pretty sure that's the most common fear for anybody taking a leap and making a change. For real, for real. So let's dive deeper. So, number 1, when we're taking chances and doing something new, we need to remember that failure is an option. Failure's always an option. How many things do you think we would have if people didn't accept that failure might happen? Going into outer space. Would we have people who have gone into outer space if we didn't have anybody willing to accept failure was an option? And failure in that case was death. Nope, we wouldn't be in outer space unless people raised their hand and said, I get failure as an option here and I'm willing to accept it. How about brain surgery? Would we have the ability to operate on people's brains if we didn't have a surgeon in training at some point saying, I'm willing to operate on a brain, which means this person could die? And would we have brain surgery if we didn't have people willing to lay down on that table and say, I get one of the consequences of this could be me dying? Nope. Vaccines. I am not about to start a vaccine debate on here, guys, so please no comments on vaccines. But vaccines, would we have vaccines if we didn't have people willing to have this tested on them? People willing to try out the vaccines? People willing to research the vaccines? Knowing that death or something terrible was an option? Of course not. So many of the beautiful and fantastic things we have is because there were people accepting that failure was an option. And in all of those cases, I'm sure failure has many times been the option that was given and taken. So when we're deciding to set a goal and take a leap of faith and to do something outside of our comfort zone, we need to tell ourselves, yes, failure is an option, and I'm willing to take it, and it's okay to fail. Most of us don't have the punishment, if you will, or the downside of our choice of getting out there and fulfilling a dream of being death. So, when I said to myself, I want to start a YouTube channel, and I started those thoughts of, but what if it sucks? What if nobody likes it? What if people think I'm crazy? What if people think that I don't have the expertise to be on there? I had to remind myself all of those are options. I'm willing to accept those because my dream is worth more than that. So that's the first piece of when you decide to take a leap, go after a dream. The second piece is imposter syndrome. So imposter syndrome, I need to just talk a little bit about it. I do have a video on imposter syndrome that I will link up in the cards. Imposter syndrome is when we think that somebody can do something better than us, that we're not worthy of something, that we haven't earned something that we have. That's imposter syndrome. So let me give you an example. The first time I had to testify in court and I was written down as an expert witness in that subpoena, I was like, no, you guys got it all wrong. This girl is not an expert witness at anything. Those are my thoughts of I don't know enough. Who am I to be the person on the stand? Who am I to have my thoughts and opinions regarded by so many people? That, my friends, is imposter syndrome. Guess when imposter syndrome is the highest? When we're doing something new and growing. So, when I have those thoughts, I literally just said last week to somebody, who am I to think I can have that? Imposter syndrome. When I have those thoughts, I replace it with, that's imposter syndrome, and baby, this means I'm growing. I try to tell myself when I feel that this is a good feeling, this means you are outside of your comfort zone and you are on the growth, my friend. So please, guys, dream big. Go after those dreams. Don't let it ruin your hopes and dreams because failure's an option. Don't let imposter syndrome ruin your hopes and dreams. You have something to offer to this world and you need to do it, regardless of what that is, regardless of what the failure looks like, and regardless of how bad the imposter syndrome feels.